doesn't matter because he's just going to out-trade you every time. Yeah.
So it's really cool to see. Another thing that would be really cool to see is you guys donating a free $1 to the prize pool. And we already see !Matcherino in the chat. You go there, type in the code HHTempo2. You will be able to add a free $1 to the prize pool. These guys are putting on an amazing show. They do this every week on Wednesday nights. Heroes Hype has been a long-standing tradition. What better way to say thanks than to just take a few seconds and add $1? Why not? Another thing to consider is all the money goes over. We're just trying to show thanks to the amateur scene and the Heroes of the Storm community. So yeah, take time, donate. It's pretty neat. But here we go, game 2.
Alrighty.
Something to keep in mind: the new guys are going to be on the left. They switch sides on us. If 101st Northumberland Fusiliers come away with this win, they will be the winners of Week 1. They ban out Umberland, and we were talking about banning out Stitches. The new guys seemingly have a different plan in mind. They ban Genji.
So is this again an instant Uther pickup for 101st?
Well,
It sure is an instant
seemingly
Uther
so.
pickup for 101st.
Well,
All right, what are the responses then? Like, there's so many things that the new guys could be going with, but not sure what sort of draft they'll want on shrines. Like, it's crazy seeing like no Guldans being picked up anymore. Like in 1-2, you don't have to do it, but
yeah.
because there's so many other strong heroes. Like Greymane early is really good on this map. Dahaka is really good on this map. But yeah, like I noticed in general that heroes just pretty much died when it comes to priority pick.
Well, I think the advent of Genji and the importance of dive style of compositions have really made him an unattractive option. Like, if you have to use your heroic and horrify basically to save your own skin at the beginning of a team fight, you're not really able to lean forward and get that kind of value. So I'm not surprised to see him fall out of favor. We do. Okay.
They're doing it again.
No, that's
Wait, the new
that's
guys.
new
Sorry,
guys.
the new guys are doing it. Yeah.
So
They
I
see your
thought
stitches.
I thought it was cool of the new guys to take Infernal Shrines because I was like, all right, that's a passive, knock against Stitches because it's going to be hard to land hooks when there's so many defenders during the objective phase.
Ooh, is it the Ariel?
So I thought they were trying to get rid of Stitches that way, but they're like, no, we'll just take them.
There is always.
And then it is the Uther Ariel.
So yeah, Uther Ariel Vala, like, that's so difficult to deal with on the shrine, man. Like, yeah.
We've seen 101st Northumberland Fusiliers do so well with a variety of compositions that on paper, I think, Kyle, you and I can agree that Diablo Diva comp had no business looking that dominant against that composition. And yet. So when they have Uther Ariel Vala in their 1-2-3, it's like...
Yeah, that's tough to deal with. Like, I wonder if we're gonna see like a Diablo ban, just because of like the strength of that hero so far in these matches. Aside from that, no, definitely not the Zarya ban. Like, there's no way you go Uther, Vala, Ariel, Zarya. That would be like absolutely insane. I don't think the Zarya ban is gonna come out. I just lied to your face. It just showed up
directly.
I think
to
that's
my
a
face.
pretty. It doesn't matter. It's basically putting 4 of your heroes into one thing, right? Like all of these heroes, like Uther's for Vala, Ariel's for Vala, and then Zarya would also be for Vala, right? Like,
Yeah.
And Vala stays so far back, Zarya needs another target for basically to get hit in order to gain value from her shields, which would come off of the second warrior, but that would also mean that they can't get any globals. So Dahaka's still available. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I feel like the new guys have to try to win this game some other way. I just feel like they're going to struggle in team fights. We see the Mount Furion band. They don't want to get called to the carpet, as has been said. So 101st Northumberland Fusiliers take that out of the equation. But it's like, think about it. Stitches throws out a hook past level 10. You got to worry about Divine Shield. You got to worry about Crystal Aegis. I I just feel like it's going to be really difficult for Stitches to have the same amount of impact that we saw in game 1. And the new guys might have just baited themselves in to this Stitches concept, and they didn't really think what would happen on the other side of the screen.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. And with the mouth band off, like there's nothing else for them to pick that can follow up. Like the last, like Morales Grenade is like the only other support that has follow-up CC. Uther's off the table. A Malfurion's off the table. Aerial Detainment Strike's off the table, which isn't even like a complementary spell for Stitches. Like you have to go Rhaegar. That's like the only option.
Yeah, Kael'thas Rhaegar.
Yeah,
that would. I feel like that's the best. Diablo ain't too shabby either.
No, that's fine. And yeah,
there's
that's
some
fine.
counter synergy there between the Hook and Diablo, but if Stitches goes for the slam build, that's a lot of passive damage that could really neutralize some of what Ariel brings to the table. Uther has longer cooldowns. So I see value there. They might just be looking for that uppercut, Apocalypse knockout punch. They might get it.
I actually would have preferred if the new guys waited on their Actually, no, the warrior pickup here was good, but maybe wait on the Kael'thas, just because picking Rhaegar here, they're gonna last pick Rhaegar. Like, there's no question about it, unless they're just thinking of something completely different. But objectively, you would pick Rhaegar here, right? Like every time.
Well,
no, you would disagree.
Well, I mean, the more I'm thinking, to an extent, I agree with what you're saying, but
yeah.
Look at it. There's 2 supports already on the side of 101st Northumberland Fusiliers. They don't have a warrior yet. So if you're looking to go Kael'thas, Diablo, Rhaegar to round out your comp, the things that are in most danger are the Kael'thas and Diablo.
Yes.
So you gotta lock them in, and I mean, you're showing that you're gonna take Rhaegar at the end. But at least you get the picks that you want.
See, and that's why I was saying that. Like, you're pretty much already showing that you're going to pick Rhaegar, so why not go Rhaegar Diablo? Because you can at least flex the Kael'thas. If KT doesn't work, you can go with Gul'dan. But then you risk... Actually, both situations are fine, now that I think about it, because 101st can't go Rhaegar, and they can't go Kael'thas. They needed to go basically double warrior in order to be effective. So I loved the Dahaka and Johanna pickup.
Yeah.
Like, this is so difficult to deal with. 101st draft controls the shrine so very well. They control the lane phase so very well, and they also have like the macro under control with the Dahaka. So I would like to see the Rhaegar picked up just to help with those shrine fights. The lightning bond is really strong, and it helps picking up camps, which are very important on this map. But Karazim is also available.
I just think it's gonna. I mean, they spent a lot of time to lock in Rhaegar. If it's Karazim, I'm about to say that had to be the conversation. Rhaegar, Karazim.
Yeah.
But I think they had to go for Rhaegar. They needed to have some kind of control over the objective. You go for the lightning bond talent at level 1. You throw that on a Diablo. You can clear out the defenders that much faster. But could you imagine if, like, the new guys went Diablo Rhaegar, and they're like, all right, we'll take Kael'thas at the end, and then 101st Northumberland Fusiliers took Kael'thas? Like, Kael'thas would have fit in there.
Yeah, I actually think because the Diablo got locked in there and they already had Stitches, you could even sell out a little bit and go Tychus instead of the Dahaka, but then you have no map pressure because you have no global. But that Tychus would have just shredded into the Diablo and Stitches picks. But so what do you think about these drafts? Whose do you think is stronger and why?
Kala, I feel like this is going to be 101st Northumberland Fusiliers' game to lose.
True.
I think they have a lot of facets to their composition. It's going to be quite the tall order to deal with. But if there's a team that's going to be able to force out Game 3, it would be the new guys. They're going to be on the left this time. New guys looking for Game 3. Stu Manchu is playing Diablo. Ataro's on Kael'thas. Grim is playing Greymane. Phoenix to support on Rhaegar. And Santa Claus is coming to town on Stitches.
And on the right in red is the 101st Northumberland Fusiliers. Oh my gosh, that name is so troll. I love it. Picante on Vala. We got Elheim on Ariel. Sliceblade playing that Dahaka. Jin on Johanna. And LZ Gamer playing Uther.
How will this play out? I am curious. We see the noob spray get put down. Looks like we might see some early fireworks out of the gate right at the beginning. Santa Claus is forward, manages to avoid the tongue. A little bit of poke action from Picante. Throws out the hook, finds Vala for the trouble. The gravity lapse is going to be a hair late. Follow-up's not going to be there. Kicks off a whole progression. Slice blade on the wrong end of that. Gets fried a little bit. He's going to get the job.
I'm surprised we didn't see a gravity lapse follow up on Picante. He definitely would have been dead there. Another hook lands, and the shadow charge is well onto the Vala, and she is trapped in the corner, and she goes down. A little bit of B steps coming up.
You see this?
Look
out, boyo!
A bunch of B steps coming out. Yeah, you know, a little bit of CC following up, and it just changes the game. The flip onto LZ Gamer as well, but the Detainment Strike is there to save Uther.
You know, I'm not always the strongest proponent of B-steps. You know, I'm a fan of sportsmanlike conduct. But I think if you had game one go the way it did and you're on the new guys, I think you might need to show a little bit of flair and be like, look, man, don't think you're going to get that same result again. So they're just showing signs of life. And in that, I like that.
I'm with you too. On the top side, Grim getting massively out-traded against this Dahaka, so having a little bit of a difficult time there in the top lane as Greymane against Dahaka. You know, it's kind of difficult. You don't do a whole lot to him. You just got the auto attacks from range, and then Dahaka just can heal up with the passive. But at the same time, the rotation for the new guys does seem a little bit stronger right now. That Vala kill is a bit of a shakeup for 101st. Oh, and as I say that, there's the solo kill. Slice blade onto Grim. Dahaka is one dirty dino.
Evidently, we have some further action in the bottom lane. Stu-Man Chu throws in the shadow charge, gets the overpower into the short range hook. The gravity lapse on the back end. LZ Gamer is forever. However, we see Picante with the Burger King crown sustaining, giving tons of hook over to Elheim. But the shrine's in the top part of the map. They're gonna have to rotate up sooner or later. But this is a full
I think they're gonna
lead
stay, aren't they? No? 101st? Okay, yeah. Full level lead. You're absolutely right. The solo kill is just paying dividends for 101st. Like, that's pretty intense if your solo lane gets killed without any rotation there to soak up the wave. So 101st, not only did they lose their hero, but they also lost an entire wave, and now that top lane is getting the ammunition drained quite heavily on the one tower.
A lot of pressure goes into Jin, but that is Johanna has and everything else. Ultimately, they're able to skate away. Party was starting in the top lane. Slice blade, low on health. Manages to avoid the drag, but Greymane, you have no self-sustain, my friend. He learns the hard way as he waits to respawn again.
It's really unfortunate because, like, I don't like saying the players are tilted, but Grim was fighting the Dahaka there in the complete 1v1, thinking that he would win, but there's just no possible way that Greymane beats Dahaka in a 1v1 when Dahaka has full essence. Like, it just doesn't happen. You have to deal with 2 health bars plus a massive amount of damage in CC. Like, you're not going to win, especially considering how Greymane was fighting in some minion waves earlier on in that fight. So we do see a full level lead now going over to 101st, and also the Shrine being dominated by this team. Lauren, not looking good so far.
It's looked better, that's for certain. Picante catches another hook, but the follow-up sustained from Uther and Ariel pretty much resets his health bar. Ancestral healing before level 10. Apparently. 32 defenders, 0. I mean, I'm wondering if it's a matter of miscommunication or lack of communication, because you're right, like Grim getting caught out in the top lane there. That just shouldn't have happened. Like, someone should have said, hey, like, their whole team's up there and we're not. Like,
and he was in doggo form. Like, he could have just queued away and then disengaged. Yeah. Easily, very easily. But yeah, that's okay. At the same time now, 101st is pushing in this top lane here. They're just looking at taking up this tower. You know, there's a lot of deep push for the new guys, especially with that Greymane hitting the Punisher. So, tower's taken out, the wall taken out. Again, full level lead. Available first, or not available. It is here for 101st, and now they're rotating to this mid lane. Now the 4-man is being commanded by 101st.
Yeah, I mean, 101st Umberland Fusiliers. The world is effectively their oyster at the moment. They have a full level lead, a tier advantage. And it's going to be tough for the new guys to really just rally back. I mean, they'll have some more choices and options up their sleeve once they get to level 10. And I think they need to just play it safe until that happens. Grim could potentially get taken down yet again. The drag does land. Slice blade gets on the opposite side, maximizes damage, and then he drops the spray for posterity. Spike.
These teams are not happy with each other at this point. The combination does come out onto Jin as well in this mid lane, but the Iron Skin is enough to keep him alive for now. The rotation walking up top here, trying to save his life, and the hook comes out. Santa Claus landing that skill shot, and Jin is definitely going down.
Oh, Stu Manchu with the chest pass into the towers, securing a takedown there. I thought Toronto might actually be able to get out of there, but that Diablo adding him into the towers, exclamation
Okay,
point.
so this actually does bother me on a professional level because the new guys spent time here to B-step in the mid lane, and at the same time, Northumberland just pushed in the bottom lane, and they lost an entire wave off of it. So they didn't even get anything off that kill. Like, we still see almost a full level lead here for Northumberland, and yeah, and they're also rotating onto the top side, grabbing their camp earlier too. So like, the pick was good, but they literally got nothing off of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's an excellent point, Charlie. The 2 takedowns that the new guys have gotten, they've gotten them next to nothing. Meanwhile, you look at the 2 takedowns the 101st Umberland Fusiliers got them a whole level lead.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that plays out. See some action in the bottom lane. Shrine phase is going to be active in the middle. Heroics are right around the corner for 101st Umberland Fusiliers, so might see some passive play out of the new guys.
Yep, want to first pick up the heroics, and then they have their hard camp pushing top as well. The dig comes out, but just a little bit too late. It was such a heads-up play from Sliceblade, and actually Grim decides to stay in this lane to try to push it out. Sliceblade lands his heroic, but Grim does manage to get away.
Sliceblade wanted it, man. You can see he was trying to chase him down the hard way, but Greymane is able to get out of there. Looks like we might have some action brewing in the bottom portion of the map. I'm a little surprised that no one on the side of 101st Northumberland Fusiliers have started the Shrine phase with such advantage. But, what it's doing is buying time for new guys to get to level 10 and make a potential run.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of a misplay, I would say, on that part as well. They had a full level lead, and they didn't decide to go and grab the Shrine, so now they're starting it. But yeah, like you said, level 10's available for the new guys now, and they know that isolation is down for the next little bit of time, so this is the new guys' fight for sure.
Yeah, if there's going to be a chance to turn this middle game around, it's got to be off of this. Dahaka's going to get that top fort one way or the other, but try to get your burst damage in before Dahaka shows up. I feel like that should be the play for the new guys. They're trying to find some kind of engagement. Santa Claus just missed the hook on Eltheim. See the Putrid Bile go in, Conti wraps around, Apocalypse drops in, Crystal Age is going to save one person for the moment. Eltheim dispenses their hope, the Ancestral Healing lands on Stitches. Everybody's hanging out in the Putrid Bile, maximizing his value, but when you have 2 supports, it's going to be tough to get taken down.
Oh, that last auto attack didn't land, but the drag certainly does, so Grim, 1 auto attack from dying. So that's after all of that ended up being just a 1 kill onto the Diablo, and he had all of his souls available, so he is back alive for this deep push on the Punisher. But honestly, Chain Bomb was hitting so many targets, and they still didn't win that fight, as well as the Putrid Bile. So the team fight's not looking too good for the new guys moving forward. Punisher does land with the Diablo, and there are no souls available, so he's a very squishy front line. But as I was saying, Horn, like, it's difficult when your chain bombs are hitting like 4+ targets, as well as 3 targets sitting in the Bile, and you're still not winning those fights. So
it's not only that. I mean, it looked like 101st Northumberland Fusiliers were holding a convention in the Putrid Bile. Like, it looked like a concerted effort to stand in it. Like, everything that could have gone right for the new guys as far as maximizing damage output, 100% happening in that team fight, and he got 0 takedowns for it. That has to be devastating to the morale.
yeah, you're absolutely right. I completely agree. Jin scouting up here looking for rotations, but they have to be careful of Santa Claus's hook, because none of these gates are down, and there it is. No, the wall, but they got it nice. The Bless Shield comes out just, in the nick of time to stall, and the response from 101st, immediately they see that hook, and the call was to kill the wall. You see that? All of the damage from 101st went immediately onto the wall, none onto the towers. 101st are playing such a tight game, Halorn. Like, I can't help but just marvel at the way they play at an amateur level.
It's impressive. I mean, LZ Gamer, this team has experience at the highest levels. I mean, they've been playing since Alpha.
Yeah.
So to have that kind of poise to respond, like, hey, someone's got hooked over the wall. Before we just run around like chickens with our heads cut off, why don't we just take down the wall and help them skate on out of there? Nice.
Very true. 101st decided to take their Khazra camp. They've got their level 13, so they can even invade and take away the enemy's one. If Stitches does land a hook, it's not going to be the end of the world. Should just be able to walk away from that one. But yeah, Jin just deciding to post up and give basically full rotational control to his Vala on the bottom side so they can take that camp away. So, you know, nobody from the new guys can walk down and try to invade. So, really good job positioning there on Johanna's part. And the shrine is bottom. And again, we see Slice Blade up top here, taking that camp, gonna gain massive amount of value pushing the top side while the shrine is bottom.
I don't think the new guys can even care about that right now. They need to level 13 and watch and get a team fight. Get a pick like this. They have to get this takedown, or else it's going to be bad for business. The Burrow's going to buy time. With 100 first.
Oh my gosh.
Umberland Fusiliers is coming to play, and Greymane gets turned on the hard way. The new guys needed that team fight, and it did not go for them.
Man, that was what they needed so badly, but like, it is a feels bad man moment when you get a like 4v1 onto a Dahaka and he doesn't even have adaptation and you still can't kill him. Like Uther was so confident in his healing that fight that he didn't Divine Shield. Like, that's insane. I can't believe the Divine Shield didn't at least come out. So like, really heads up play there from the Uther, you know, keeping Dahaka alive without even blowing any cooldowns. And like, now 101st, you're basically in the perfect situation for yourselves. The new guys are pushing in with their level 13. This is, I don't know, one of the only fights they're going to get, but they're just too slow on it.
I mean, they're going to give it the old college try. Apocalypse goes in. You see Santa Claus low on health, gets taken down. Grims catches the Ancestral Healing, but how long is it going to last surrounded by a field of red? Slice Blade on the chase. Phoenix starts to back away. Greymane ultimately does get taken down. Phoenix mounts up, catches the... Ouch.
Yeah.
I mean,
and now
I
bottom
feel
is
like
opened up, man. Like, completely. 16 to 13. I think the 101st are going to look to end this game here. The Punisher jumps in onto Kael'thas, and Vala is there, shooting her guns at the Fire Mage, but not quite enough damage to take him down. He's going to have to either tap or back or do something to try to keep himself alive, while the Punisher does move in, looking for something. Probably a jump. Punisher trolling? Hello?
We're gonna have to see a miracle play out of Ataro and Grim right now. They're gonna have to put on a show of force to an order of magnitude that they haven't yet shown this game if they're gonna try to save it. But the core's already going down to 75%. Phoenix isn't getting too much value. The core down to 50% and falling. Future Bile goes in. Jin catches the Crystal Aegis. As the core goes down, there's not enough damage. 101st. Umberland Fusiliers are your winners of Week 1. Heroes Hype Tempo Storm Series Season 2.
And completely deserved, too. Like, they played different styles of draft. They, I would say they put the fear of God in the new guys with that early Stitches pick to say, like, hey, we're not going to ban it. We're just going to pick it and show you what's up. And they just played so quickly. Like, you know, I was talking about Jin's rotations on his Stitches on BOE. You know, like, he walked, he basically used the minion wave in order to freak out his opponents into thinking he was somewhere else, and then they're getting hooks and kills off of it. And like, you know, the fact that their team reacted so quickly to that hook onto the Johanna, and they just killed the wall immediately, and then they all walked away. Like, that's the level of precision you don't usually see on amateur teams. So I was really stoked to see that. And if they're playing at this level, then other teams playing against them are going to rise to this level. So we're going to see like a bunch of teams get better. And I don't know, man, I was just really excited to see that. That was some really solid play.
I would agree 100%. I mean, Jin won game 1 so hard with Stitches that he won the next game's draft.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never seen that happen before. Like, he made Stitches look so strong that the new guys were like, we gotta take or ban Stitches. Like, it's a non-negotiable. On Infernal Shrines, this is not exactly Stitches strong as Matt. But some key things to consider there. Greymane went for go for the throat instead of Curse Bullet. When you're dealing with two supports like Uther and Aria, I feel like you gotta go for that 40% health.
You gotta go for that throat? Just joking. You gotta go for the bullet.
It all comes full circle. But I think we are going to be interviewing Taliant. Yeah, while we're going to speak to Taliant, get his thoughts. But while we're arranging all of that, feel free to type in HH Tempo 2 over on the Matcherino page to donate a free $1 towards the prize pool. These teams tonight have been absolutely amazing to watch. The North American amateur scene is alive and well. I mean, we're seeing some really sharp play. So say thanks by taking a few seconds to throw in $1 towards the prize pool. We really appreciate it. Oh, also heard from our good old-fashioned Argy. we've got enough subs now on the Hero Site channel that we will be enjoying a new emote.
Nice.
Can't wait to see what that is. It might be a Stitches emote if memory serves. I know we were shopping some different ones around. Let's see.
That'd be pretty
But,
cool.
Letting Italian know we're ready. He messaged me, said, let me know when you're ready. Yeah, he needs to jump into the general channel and drop him up. All right, because I first of all, I'm gonna talk to this guy because this team name has been
Oh my gosh.
quite the tongue twister this evening.
I only said it one
giving it
time.
my best. I was giving it my all, but he's still not. Oh, yeah, he's in it. He's in it. All right, here we go. Talent.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey man.
You tell me what's up with this dude. That name. Now, guys, at the beginning of the night before the tournament started, Taliant messaged me directly on Discord, was like, you guys say the full team name every time. And I was like, I don't even know what the team name is. I went to go find it. I was like, I don't know about all that, buddy. I gave it my best. I think I'm batting at least 95%.
Dude, it sounded like you were doing a good job. Every time I poke my head in between games or whatever, I heard the full thing. We were laughing pretty heavily about it.
I said the full thing one time.
It was tough. It was tough. But congratulations, man. I mean, you guys look strong all season one, and things have only continued to improve from what I can see. I mean, you got to feel pretty good about the performance you guys put on tonight.
I mean, absolutely. And so I think, I don't know, it was like 2 or 3 nights ago, Legend informed us that he was going to seek opportunity elsewhere. Little bit of a surprise, but I mean, obviously bringing a player of the caliber of Conte in, and he was, very interested in, and I can't speak enough to how fast and how seamlessly he started to gel with the team. I mean, I don't know, it looked to me like he was playing really hot tonight, so.
Yeah.
He's a really good player in general. Like, he's topped charts in Hero League. He and not just that, he expresses just aptitude and willingness to get way better at the game. He doesn't blame other people for his mistakes, and he actually just focuses on himself. And he's a really smart player. I got to meet him at he was at the dorm, and we just got to bro out and talk about the game a whole bunch. But yeah, man, really good pickup. I really like that player.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. We're working to kind of drain that out of him.
Being too nice.
Don't change sweet innocent Picante. Don't take that away.
We're trying to teach him the BM, but we'll work on it.
Dude, there's no chance. There's no way. He's just you won't get him to BM.
Question I have for you guys. Right. You guys have been showing some interesting compositions. The Diablo Diva, I call it the double D combination. Is that something that you guys have practiced, or was that just an off the cuff, let's see if it works?
The heroes, a lot. Those are heroes we've practiced a lot, certainly. But not. I don't think we've ever set up and said, "Oh my God, APOC and Bomb, let's run that."
Yeah.
That was just, it just came together. The Diva pick completely. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that was our last pick in the draft, maybe.
It was your last two.
Last two, yeah, and it just looked like it fit perfect, so that's why we get it. And obviously, that's a shrine control comp. You have Odin, you have Ragdi, and then we were like, well, Odin, Ragdi, and Bomb. How are we gonna lose a shrine, kind of thing?
True.
Very fair, very fair. Another question I have for you guys. So, Jin Stitch's play in the best 3, insane on Battlefield of Eternity. You see Stitches show up as the first pick by the new guys game 2. What was the reaction in voice comms?
We got kind of a chuckle at that, and anything you can do to give your teammates momentum, you just yell target ban, Jin, they're scared, man. You put the fear in them, and you build your teammate up. And
that's exactly what Kyle said. Yeah.
He tore that game apart. I'm pretty sure I could have been a bot, and I'm not sure if I was needed for that game at all, honestly.
Dude, the roots and everything, the follow up, it was some of the most explosive bursts I've seen at any level of Heroes of the Storm. So I was truly impressed.
You got to get him to watch the games over. Like, I actually spend like 7 minutes just talking about how fantastic he is.
Oh, good, and couldn't be more deserved. Again,
Yeah.
you know, I like, not to put League of Legends on a pedestal, but getting Challenger in League of Legends was pretty hard. Jim's a former Challenger player.
Oh wow.
So you just, you know, the level of mechanical skill there is phenomenal.
Picante was too, I believe. I think he was challenger.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, so you
Wow.
guys got the X challengers, and man, you're talking to somebody who couldn't get challenger. I sat at Diamond 1 like 80 LP for like a year and a half, and that's when I switched to hot. So yeah, I respect those players very, very much.
Just a quick tangent story. I was one game off it, and I got Pobelter on a Smurf on my team. And I was like, dude, I'm not very good, but I really want this. Like, can we win? And then he went like 19-1 on Fizz and just tore the game apart for me. So
Bless.
Pobelter's got a special place in my heart.
Bless. I thought this story was gonna go the other way, and I was gonna ask chat to say F, but we don't have to do that anymore.
No need. Well, congratulations, man. You bring in Picante. He seems to be gelling perfectly. It has to give you guys ambitions to go far in this season of Heroes Hype Tempo Storm series. Are we going to see you guys in Open Division as well?
Yes.
Absolutely. Maybe this was a throw together name tonight, so the team name's probably going to be different.
Thank you.
But yeah, you're gonna see us week 1 with this roster.
Cool. Come up with an easier name. Do it for the casters. Do it for me.
So obviously, like, we were 4 guys in a legend. Found out a couple days ago, like, 4 guys in a slice blade. What the heck is that? That doesn't work. Like, and so I just threw out on Discord this morning. I was like, if anyone's got a team name idea, like, say now because I'm about to register for the tournament. No one said anything. I was like, whatever.
Let's just give this
4 guys and a Drake, man. Let me tell you.
That probably would have been the most elegant.
That ain't bad.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your victory, man. Can't wait to see you in future weeks. Heroes Hype Tempo Storm Season 2. Any shout outs or anything you want to give out before you go?
Actually, just a quick, is next week, is this every week or every other week?
Every week.
Every week.
Wednesday.
All right. Love it. I mean, I think the only person, LZ Gamer, that bomb on Shrines, like, oh man, I hope that makes it up on Reddit somewhere. And then, you know, I don't know if it's apparent, but I think one of our best points now has become our coordinated shot calling. That's all Elvan. The amount of work he's been putting in recently, and just for a long time. Oh yeah, he's like our little Glauron now, pretty much.
Aww.
Like,
Little Fisk.
yeah, just he's on the up and up and getting better, getting stronger with it every day. And then of course, you guys already, like, always appreciate the work you guys put in. And I guess Grubby, thanks Grubby for the host, because it's always a little more exciting to play for a bigger crowd.
Oh yeah. We were surprised as anybody. So again, special thanks to Grubs for the host. But yeah, man, can't wait to see you again. And here in Open Division, you guys keep playing like that. You're gonna go far. Congratulations.
All
Congrats,
right, well,
man.
Thank you very much. You guys have a wonderful evening.
See you, dude.
And we have had a wonderful evening.
We
Congratulations.
certainly had, my lord.
101st Northumberland Fusiliers come away the victors, continuing the trend. 4 of those members won Season 1 last year. So
Yeah.
they're well on their way to making it to the finals. They keep playing like that. They're going to be tough to beat. But be sure to show up Wednesday. Every Wednesday, 9 o'clock Eastern. The long-standing mainstay, Heroes Hype Tempo Storm Series Season 2 is just getting started.
I'm
that's
stoked, man.
crazy.
5 more weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
But again, my name is Lauren. If you haven't donated, please go over. You can type Match Arena on the chat. HH Tempo 2 adds a free $1 to the prize pool. Help these guys out. I mean, they're putting on an amazing show every Wednesday night. Go ahead and support them. There's other things, Tempo Storm jerseys, play sessions with Unilesco. We're working on getting some coaching sessions in as well. But yeah, any shout outs you want to give, Colin?
Just to everybody at Heroes Hype, man. Like, without all of the work that everybody at Heroes Hype puts in, like, we wouldn't be able to have something like this. And of course, to all of the viewers, you know, it gives incentive for people to play. So thank you everybody who's here, and thank you to everybody that's donated or used the HH Tempo 2 code, you know, for the free $1 or anything more than that. So basically, yeah, just thanks to all of them. And of course, Tempo Storm for being like the best organization in esports. I can say that because I've been with multiple orgs, and this is actually the greatest one of all time. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And all of Tempo sponsors as well.
All right. I mean, can't ask for a better way to spend your Wednesday evening. Thanks again for dropping by, guys. Be sure to show up again next Wednesday. Plenty more action ahead. Again, my name's Lawrence. It's been my pleasure to cast along with Kalamaka. And we'll see you guys next Wednesday.